Hey everyone, my name is Mitchell, and welcome back to Alien Helios Session 5. I am once again joined by the lovely space crew here. We are all here, well, mostly. Two people aren't here, which would be Bat Sherlock and Corvus, but otherwise, I am joined by everyone else.
Yippee.
They are both traumatized in game and in real life based on what happens. I love the dedication, guys.
Yeah.
That's putting it mildly.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. You guys just saw some drones impale people, and an android may or may not have betrayed you and is still crawling on the ground. It's fine.
And almost got attacked by a fucking facehugger.
Yep, you almost died. Death is fun, right? All right, let's move on. Okay, so, yeah, just to kind of debrief really quick for everyone. Yeah, so everyone finally decided to start moving out, realizing that, hey, you guys got a mission. It's time to start going. 20 days until the reactor explodes and goes critical. So now that all of this is taken care of, everyone meets some of the Marines. You guys have recruited a few of them, except for one. One kind of looked a little bit too far to the left, if I'm being honest. Didn't really work out too well.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you guys got the Marines still back there. You went up north throughout the colony to get to the hangars, which you found out were hived. They have a bunch of new friends there, and you guys absolutely loved seeing them, and they loved seeing you too. It was like a reunion. And then they came out and gave you very loving hugs and impalements and attacks. It was great.
Oh, look at that! I've been impaled.
Just in time.
I'm trying to appeal to the Disney audience because Alien is owned by Disney.
Who gives a fuck about Disney? They ruined the MCU.
Look, man, they were
Oh,
supposed
boy.
to make an alien, a xenomorph encounter right at Disney World forever ago,
That's
and
true.
they never did. And
That's
I'm mad
Wait,
about
really?
Yeah, they got
it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, alien
extra,
encounter. Alien encounter.
extraterrestrial alien encounter was initially supposed to be based off of the xenomorph, but when they didn't get the licensing, they made it some random ass alien.
I think there was
And-
also the other one where it's like some sort of movie star one. I think it's at one of the parks.
Oh, the Great Movie Ride.
Yep, that one.
It
is
used to
there.
be in the ride, but that one is no longer around, which is
Oh.
unfortunate because it was a great ride.
Oh, it's not there anymore. Oh my god.
No, that shit
No,
closed it. It was replaced by
they
a really shitty ride.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a Minnie and Mickey Mouse trackless ride.
No. It was Superstar Limo. Then it became the Runaway Railway one.
Oh, that's
Really?
fine.
I thought Superstar Limo was California Adventure exclusive, and then they turned it into a Monsters Inc. ride.
I've never been
I'm
to Disney
pretty
World.
sure the Great Movie Ride was replaced with the Superstar Limo for a little bit at least. I don't know. I would have to double check my statements.
And that, my friends, is how
remember-
you shut up the audience. No, I'm kidding.
The audience.
Not the audience, we're the players. You fuck.
That, my friends, is how you shut up the players. Sorry.
I'm sorry for our memory lane.
No, it's fine. No, I'm just kidding around. But yeah, so aside from Disney, though, yeah, back to this. Yeah, so currently, let's explain the situation. Yeah, you guys walk right back into the hive as the fire is spreading. That explosion that Chorus's character Hansen shot obviously didn't do you guys any favors as the fire is spreading even further now. But yeah, it's not looking good. And as you guys know, you are still very deep into the hive in this hangar still. And all that noise was not very great either.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. Let's not.
So,
That's cool.
right now, I'll explain the scene. Sunny, you are currently crawling on the ground as you are trapped in this inferno, as it's spreading along in almost like an L shape in a way. way, and you're trying to, just crawl and get away as you're breathing heavily, just almost as if you're panicking in a way. Something that you haven't really felt in a while, nor can you recall ever feeling that way. And in the instance for everyone else, Nissa, you get up as the acid blood from your hand starts kind of falling off from your fingers, not affecting you at all. You see it drop onto the ground as it burns the steel grates on the floor, but it doesn't hurt you. Why that is, you don't know. You look over to Chen, and Chen is currently bleeding out. You see her as she's got her hands over her stomach, and you see that the impalement went right through her. The tail just went straight through, and she's on the ground trying not to move. Alexander, you're doing more or less okay from fighting off that facehugger as you see it burn in the fire. And yeah, you're just you're hearing all those noises, and you guys know that the hive is very much so awake, so you realize that. And as far as Paul, you got your pistols out. You are sweating. You are really, really stressed right now. This is a lot to deal with. And you help up a Haze, and as he gets up, you see that some acid got onto his arms mainly, and somewhat his legs. But he's still fine. They're just slight burn marks. He should be okay. But he's not looking good, that's for sure. Hansen is also doing all right, but you can tell that he is in rough shape as well. You guys are not looking good right now. So, that begs the question now. What is next for everyone? I am going to start off with Alexander. Alexander, this is not a place you want to be.
I rush over to Chen and Nissa.
Okay, so I'm just going to say it's both you and Nissa's turn then.
Yeah. Okay, Nissa. We need to get out of here ASAP.
Is there still any acid on Nissa's hands, or did she get it all off?
By now it's off. It's kind of almost, it's just not there anymore. Okay. I'd say you just kind of wiped it off or something like that. It slightly burns your clothes, but it just leaves maybe a seam or something like that. That's about it. Yeah, okay. You see Shen.
Nissa is just.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Nissa is just there's a picture I sent in the chat last week when at the end of the fight, but that's just her right now. She's just very wide-eyed and shocked, not really. She's kind of out of it. But when she turns and looks at Chen, immediately she doesn't really say much. She just moves over and crouches beside her, and she's just like, What do I do? What do I do?
Shen looks over at you and Alex, and she just says, "You both know what to do. I'm dead weight. These things are gonna come back. Just get out of here, both of you, now."
No, we can carry.
What are you talking about? No man left behind.
Play that. What's important is that both of you get out. Nissa, you look.
I'm sorry. I'm not leaving you here, and us not leaving our best medic.
Nissa,
We need you alive as much as possible.
Nissa, as you're looking at the wound and you're remembering back and you're getting your memories, you're coming to, you're understanding more clearly what actually happened. Remember when I said that the xenomorph attacked just Shen and I didn't specify? That tail attack was not meant for Shen. It was meant for you. She used a talent to get in the way. She kind of looks at you as you're looking at her wound, and she just says, "Sorry. It's just my nature. Make sure others around me are okay." What matters is that you both get out of here now. There's no time to argue.
Chen, not leaving you here to die. You're too important to this group, especially with someone that has some eyes on you.
I'll say this much. By the way, everyone has one less stress because combat is over. I did forget that.
I don't even remember how many I had, I'll be honest. I
And
had like 5, I think.
if
I had
you're-
4.
If you're panicking, you're no longer panicking now. I'd say enough time has passed. Like you're slowly but surely coming back to it. But yeah, Alex, if you want to try and get her, she's not budging. I mean, do you want to do something more here? Do you want to command, or do you want to just like grab her? What are you thinking?
I want to use command.
Okay, roll me a command roll.
Okay.
She's gonna roll against it though. She's not really budging.
Sunny is 5 across the floor.
Oh wow, she's really not budging.
Stubborn.
What'd you get?
I got nothing.
She rolled 3 6s to resist that.
Yeesh.
She is very adamant about this. She is telling you, get the hell out. Now, I'm going to go back to you two. I'm going to go to Paul. Paul, is there actually anything you want to do here? Hayes
Yes.
is... Okay, yeah, go ahead. Hayes is with you. I'll say that much.
Yep. I'm going to say to Hayes. Paul looks over at Shen, sees her on the ground with Alex and Nissa resisting, and Paul looks to Hayes and says, "Take her and get out, and get out of here as fast as you can."
Right now? What about your friend over there? And he points towards Sunny.
Oh well, I think I'll take care of that.
Sure you don't want backup? I mean, we can always
I-
send Hanson over there.
Fine by me. Hanson, you're with me. We're going to see Sunny.
No,
Hayes,
no, he
you-
meant like send Hanson over to those two, and Hayes goes with you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my mistake.
Oh, you're
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So Paul says to Hanson, just says to Hayes, "Fine by me."
You're not. Don't think for a second that you're doing this alone. As he gun spins his revolver back in his holster.
Wouldn't have doubted it for a second.
All right.
So
By this point, I'd say the flames have died down enough to where you can walk over them, but there's like light embers there.
Yeah. They were turned to...
So
It's...
you start walking
starting to
over
work.
there. By this point, Sunny,
Uh,
I'm gonna go
By
back to
five.
you.
Yep.
Yeah. So Sunny, what are you thinking right now? Because both your legs are gone.
Oh wow, how the roles turns tabled.
Yeah.
Or mindlessly crawling because they don't really know what's happening around them.
All right. So you're kind of mindlessly crawling. I'll say this much: you're trying to crawl past one of the vehicles, and you're just trying to, get yourself up, but it's almost like tearing some of your clothes a little bit in order just to get past. And you turn around, you see Paul and Hayes start walking up to you until they finally make it to you towards, well, the other side of the vehicle that they were inspecting. And you're trying to make it to the second part of the hangar, but by this point they are pretty much right next to you. So Paul, you look over to see a milky, bloodied Sunny right now with no legs trying to crawl away.
I got no legs
and
to
just
put it in. You got no legs to put it in.
And Paul just looked at Sunny and goes, and just where do you think you're going?
Away.
I don't think so. Hayes, pick them up.
With pleasure. Sorry there, kiddo. Looks like you're being detained. You're under arrest. And he's going to try and put
No,
handcuffs
me?
on you.
No, I need to go.
Yeah, Paul whips out his revolver and says, don't even think about leaving. Look, I really don't like having to be the bad guy here. But to be honest, after everything that just happened, somebody needs to take charge of the situation, and I cannot let you escape for the life of me. We are taking you back to the rest of the party, and we are going to sort this out together.
Listen, the thing now I'm just wondering though, as Hayes is actually, Sonny, are you gonna try and resist being handcuffed?
They're not gonna resist. They're gonna just shake their head, like this is
Okay.
a mistake.
Well, Hayes then does, and he actually reads you your Miranda rights.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Imagine we're reading an Android memoranda.
Yeah, he gives you that.
I got the right to remain silent.
But once he's done with that, and he starts getting you up, for now he sits you up, actually. He just asks, the thing I just want to understand, though, what happened to you? You're one of the most supportive people here, and all of a sudden you pull something like that. Why would you do something like that?
I don't know.
I know we'd have your back all the time. That's the part that I don't understand. No matter. I'm sorry, son. You're being brought back. And, yeah, he's gonna kind of like firefighter carry you.
Yeah, and Paul is walking next to Hayes with his gun pulled out just to be on the safe side.
He kind of looks at you, Paul, and of course, as things are not sounding any better,
Oh,
you make sure you have that gun out. I can't really defend myself at the moment. Not effectively, at least. He does has his revolver out, but yeah, he's going to be firing at a disadvantage since he has Sunny.
Noted.
Alright, back to Alex and Nissa. Hansen does run over to you guys to try and assess the situation. Alex, you try to your command, and she is just not budging. Nissa, is there anything you're wanting to do here?
Nissa is. She's really just stun locked, I would say. Like, she's thinking of, like, looking down at the blood and the injury, and is just lost. She doesn't know what she can do. She's super scared to try and do anything because she doesn't want to make it worse. But all she does know is that she doesn't want to leave Chen.
Okay. So you're kind of really deciding on, like, what would be the best course of action here, because you don't have much time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hansen, unfortunately, since Hansen's not here, I don't really know, like, he's basically good with whatever you guys are gonna do. And Benny cameo, fucking force gumped all the way back to HQ. So he's gone.
Bro, fucking yeet it.
Fucking dipped. Yeah, so, what are you guys thinking?
I have two ideas. Well, I could probably use command again to try to convince Shen if
talent,
field commander, but that only works in combat.
Okay. Well, I mean,
But-
combat is almost about to enter, though, so I mean, if you want to, I could allow it. Like, I could just say in this case, because of the dire circumstances that, you know, combat could be showing up pretty soon here, I would allow it.
Well, I can use field commander, but if she doesn't agree, I'm just gonna pick her up by force because I'm not leaving her behind.
Well, that's a terrible idea.
He's literally bleeding out.
I mean, this in the nicest way. Picking up someone with an open wound is only going to make them bleed out faster, and she's already lost a lot of blood, so...
Well, I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, do you want to just try and pick her up and get out of here? Patch her up and go? Or
You know what?
leave her? What do you guys want to do?
Hold on, I have an idea. And I'm going to message this to you.
Okay. The anticipation. Because I have no idea what this is going to be. This could be good or bad.
Suspense. So much suspense in such little time.
Actually... Where is Shen's gun currently?
Shen's gun is probably about, like, 10 feet away from you. She dropped it, remember?
Okay. This is gonna stand up, walk over, and pick up her gun, and bring it back to Shen. And she's just gonna lay it over, like, give it, like, put it in Shen's hand. And it's kind of hidden with the shadows, but her face is shaking as she's trying not to cry.
Oh my god.
If
Man, I zoned out for a
maybe this will be easier than letting them, you know, do that.
Alex, is there anything you want to do here?
Out of desperation, I'm gonna try to use field commander on Shen.
I want to clarify, this is not pointing the gun at Shen. She gave the gun
Yeah.
to Shen so Shen could make the choice.
Yeah.
I'm not pulling a Sunny.
Alright, field commander. So, field commander means that so long as you succeed, right?
Let me pull it up.
Okay. Because I'll say this much. This is probably your only opportunity, and if this fails, then that's it.
It says you can use command to give orders in combat as a fast action instead of a slow action.
Oh.
This is
Never
in
mind.
effect.
Oh, never mind, bud. Never mind. I thought it was. I thought it was a different talent that I was thinking of, where it was like you automatically get them to do what you want.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've got something for this.
It's up to you.
I have a talent called Take Control. You know how to make people do what you want, but
Yes.
and you don't feel bad about doing it. You
That's
can
it.
roll for manipulation using wits instead of empathy. So if I may try this, I'm guessing Paul and Hayes are probably stepping things up while running with Sunny now cuffed, and I'm guessing they passed by the group.
Well, they
Would that
are
be fair to say?
they're pretty far away. Like if you look on the map, they are probably over by where, closer to where the debris is that you guys had to go around, like down that hallway. They're probably like in the center of that.
Okay.
You guys are over by where the workbenches were, heading down to where that radioactive observation room was.
Okay, but can Paul like see Chen?
Yeah, I'll say that you can still see it.
Yeah,
Hayes
so-
is kind of looking back at you, though, wondering, why are you stopping?
Yep. So Paul just shouts over, Chen, you're the best medic we have. We can't lose you. Please,
Oh.
just come with us.
Manipulation, bud. I will say this. This is the final check. You gotta roll manipulation with your stress die. This is it.
Can I give him a die?
You can.
Okay.
So I'm using take control plus the X.
Tommy, you're really, really quiet.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really quiet right now.
Yeah.
Okay. One moment. I'll fix it.
Alright. Alright, so yeah,
so-
roll for it.
I'm using take control, which is so my wits plus manipulation plus the extra die that Dan's contributing.
Is this better?
Yes, much better.
There you go. man.
Yes.
Okay.
I got 3 6s.
Okay, but what about your stress though? Because that's gonna make or break it.
I got 1. I got 1 on my stress.
Oh no!
No.
Roll me a d6. Roll me a d6.
Please be fine. Please be fine.
You please hold us together, barely.
Fuck!
What'd you get?
I got a 4. I got a 4.
What's your stress level?
Stress is at 3.
You have a nervous twitch.
Ay.
Basically, you increase the stress of Hayes as well. Like, you're actually starting to kind of, like, tremble. Like, you're twitching a little bit. Your hand is, like, you're trying to, as you say that, you actually start to croak up a bit as you can tell that, I'm actually going to stop the music. You can tell that this is her final moments. You know what's going to happen. You croak up, and you're twitching. You just can't take it anymore. Hayes slowly walks over to you, holstering his gun, and he puts his right robotic hand on you and just says, Paul, I'm sorry, kid. I don't think she's coming with us.
Paul just looks down at the ground, like tears in his eyes. He's just saying, damn, over and over.
Ouchie.
It's time.
Feelings.
Sonny suddenly bursts back to life and fixes Shen.
Alright, you know what? Alex, Nissa, Hansen is already accepting that, and he's slowly walking back over to where the others are. Nissa and Alex, you guys are staring at Shen as she's trying to kind of prop herself up a little bit over to one of the pillars that is
This
hived.
is helping her as much as she can.
Thanks, Nissa. She cocks her gun and gets it ready, all loaded with pulse rifle ammo, or, well, AK ammo, and cocks it, and she's ready to rock and roll.
Why did you say it like that?
Alright. Nissa, as she grabs your hand, she actually takes out a note.
Oh.
My family, they gave this to me
Oh,
because to tell you the truth, being a combat medic, I don't really look after myself that much. Shows how much of a hypocrite I am. They gave me this, and I want to give it to you, Because quite frankly, I saw a lot of myself in you during that fight. I think you'll do well with it. And she gives you the note and kind of curls your fingers up to hold on to it. Please, don't lose it. And take care of yourself. Both you and Alex. Alex, you're the best stand leader I've ever met. More than my own superiors.
Oh, feelings.
With tears in his eyes, he hugs gently towards Shen.
It's okay. When I'm gone, I'll live on through your eyes and see the world through you. Remember that.
Alex looks in Shen's eyes for the last time and gives a kiss on her forehead. May God speed with you.
And you start to see her get a little teary-eyed as well.
Nissa pulls up her hoodie and just stands up and puts the note in her pocket.
Now, as my final command to you, give these bastards a primal scream.
Sir, yes, sir. Do me a favor, sir. Make sure you take one of those bastards for me, will ya?
Aye, aye. Come on, Nissa. Let's go.
You know, in the distance, the creatures are approaching.
So we're going back towards the hallway.
Is that where you guys are wanting to go?
I kind of can't
Yes.
choose. I'm being carried.
Tactical retreat! Tactical retreat!
Tactical retreat.
Tactical retreat. That's gonna be the case here.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it's time. I'll just say this much before the music really starts. I'll just say this: you guys make it to the tunnel where you guys came from, and as you guys are running and continuing to go, everyone stresses up by one, but you don't have to make any rolls here. The last thing you all hear is her gun firing off, going in all directions, just continuously firing and firing and firing, until you hear her screaming as these creatures keep approaching and swarming her. Until finally, she ceases, and you hear her scream. Shen is no more. And it echoes throughout the entire metal colony as you hear her screaming, trying to get rid of them until they cease.
This is not what I meant when I gave her the gun again, I'll be honest. I thought she was just going to take the easy way out, for brand safe phrasing.
No, she was going to buy you guys some time. In fact, you know what? By you doing that, I will say this. She gets their attention, they don't even follow you. The xenomorphs stop. And by this point, I'll even say that you guys managed to make it all the way to HQ. When you guys make it there, everyone, of course, is in strung out shape. You open up the doors. You see Ben in the corner being like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm definitely fine.
He's just rocking back and forth. I'm fine.
Yeah, he's in a he's just in a rocking chair.
Can I give Ben a good punch in the gut for being a coward?
Yeah, I'll definitely say that you just do that. But everyone else, of course, Kai and Astra and Volkov, all of them are just sitting there wondering what the hell actually happens. In fact, Astra runs over to Nissa, Hayes, and Paul, and are just like, wait, where's Chen?
Oh, baby, I'm so sorry.
Paul just looks over at Astra and just looks and he sighs.
This just pulls her hood down more.
Yeah. I'm not going to... Astra, I'm not going to mince words with you. Chen didn't make it.
Volkov drops his cigarette, and he actually says, "What do you mean? Dead? You let her fucking die?
We
all of
did
people."
Let her die!
Volkov!
Volkov!
And,
Volkov, we did not let her die!
Oh my lord.
In a fit of rage, Alexander mustered up the courage to speak in Russian to Volkov and saying, "We didn't have a fucking choice. She wanted to buy us time to get out of here, or a swarm of those things were going to get us as well. Do you want us to die? Sorry. Do you want to die? Do you want us to die with her?"
No, I suppose not. She knew the risks. I just didn't think that something like this would happen so soon.
Sonny is still handcuffed.
Yeah,
Actually.
I'll say this much. Hayes does sit you down, somewhere like off in the corner. In fact, Hayes...
You're in timeout.
Yeah, you're in timeout, but Hayes is actually going to sit next to you, though. Just kind of keeping an eye on you, but he's going to just kind of almost sit across from you. Pulls up a chair, which I'll get back to in a sec. Going back to, yeah, Volkov. What?
Real quick. Do you remember that camera I had? What type of camera was it?
It was like an old style type of camera, like a flash camera, but it's still somewhat futuristic.
Like a wind-up camera, or like a Polaroid camera?
I'm sorry, the last part?
Was it like a wind-up camera or like a Polaroid camera? Like the one that prints the picture out after you.
I'd say Polaroid in a way, yeah. It was more like that.
Okay. Nissa is just going to walk up to Volkov and pull out a picture from her pocket. There's your murderer. Sets it down in front of him before she goes and just leans her back against the wall before sliding to sit on her knee, just to sit down and hug her knees and staring at the floor.
Nissa, you actually notice Volkov almost starts to breathe a little bit heavier. You start to see him sweat for a sec. So where did you get this? And he brings it back to you.
I tried to distract it. I thought the camera flash would affect it, but it did. And then Chen saved me when it attacked me.
You can tell that something's on his mind. Monroe even pipes in, saying, "Just when I was beginning to like her, she was a good soldier. Something I didn't expect. Maybe we're not so different after all."
She told me, both me and Nissa, that for a combat medic, she didn't help herself. I guess fighting off those things was her last heroic moment.
You actually see Monroe kind of kiss his dog tags as if he would have, kissed her goodbye, like kissed her dog tags in a way, like that kind of thing.
Fuck, I should've got the dog tags.
Pain, respect, essentially.
Well, when we go back into that room, if her body isn't too mangled,
Oh,
you can
God.
still grab.
Really think there's anything left of her?
Uh,
We saw what those things did to those people.
I did not expect an NPC death. Damn. Alright.
Out of character, at least it's not a PC death, but you know. Anyways.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty rough one.
Yeah, it fucking sucked, man. Of course she was
Oh.
acting all fucking motherly for Nissa and then dies. God damn it.
Well, it's a good thing it's not Daisy.
Oh god, that would be bad. Now, another thing I do want to say, Nissa, you still have that paper with you, that note.
She's gonna take it out and read it.
Well, you don't have to now. I will say that. You still have it, but if you want to, yeah, you open it up, and it's not much of a note. It's more of a reminder from the look of it. And it's from her, well, what looks to be her parents. It's her signature item. The letter only says this. Hun, learn to love yourself too. We love you.
Fuck. God
was-
damn it.
That actually lowers your stress, ironically enough, by 1.
Okay.
Now, going
Stress
back...
up, depression. Stress down, depression up.
Stress down by 1, depression up by 10. Oh god, depression level 10. That's rough.
Hey, that's what I
This
got.
isn't that type of campaign.
No. Now, we're gonna go back to Sunny, though. Sunny, actually, Paula, aren't you with Sunny as well?
yeah, I was with Hayes to detain Sunny, so I'd be there. Though last thing I did was tell Astra about what happened to Chen. So
And Yellow Volkov.
Probably. yeah,
I just
and
love,
yell at Volk.
I just love that when Volkov said that, everyone fucking
Yeah, everyone
revolted.
just got pissed.
Yeah, everyone screamed at Volkov. So yeah, I'd have to be with Hayes at this point as well.
Alright, so you're with Hayes. Sunny, you are joined by Hayes and Paul, who are looking directly at you. And Hayes just kind of looks over at you, Paul, and just says, should I go first, or should you?
All I have is I'm sorry for stuttering. It's still a bit shaken up, but I'll only have one thing to say, and then it's all you.
Well, first off, I don't blame you for that. We're fighting something that none of us have ever seen before. You can't blame yourself for something like that. But secondly, what is it that you want to say?
So Paul just looks up directly at Sunny and just says this. I only have one thing to ask of you. Why?
I don't know.
What do you mean you
Sunny
don't
just
know?
Sunny shakes the head as if they're trying to remember, but they just can't.
Hayes kind of looks at you, Paul, but very confused, like... You mean you don't remember getting those things after us? And setting the place on fire?
What? I did that?
You did. We all saw it with our own eyes. You alerted those things. And as soon as you did, Chen was attacked. And then After that, I was near Hayes and Hanson when this happened. You gave a speech about how beautiful it was to see us suffer and how Hanson was a disappointment.
Hanson nods in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I don't remember that. Sunny's voice is like very shaky, and they seem, for an android, very panicked.
Yeah, you are shaking even harder than Paul was, actually.
First ever android stress die.
Yeah, Hayes is observing you and looking around, and since, of course, he's a marshal, he's good at understanding body language and everything, and, well, he recognizes, fear in you. Extreme anxiety and distress. The same from someone who would be guilty. Maybe someone who blacked out or something. At least in his experience, that's what he would gather.
I don't remember what happened.
That doesn't seem possible. If what you're saying is true, that's pretty similar to blacking out. Androids, as far as I'm concerned, don't do that.
Agreed. That shouldn't be possible.
Is there something wrong with me then?
I don't
No
know.
shit, Sunny.
I quite frankly don't know. But what I do know
That
is
goes
that...
double for me.
But if there is one thing I do agree on, as he stands up, you're in a heap of trouble. Because now one of our own is dead because of that instance.
Sunny's eyes widen. Because they didn't know that. Because they don't remember. So they're learning about Chen's death was
Yep.
technically their fault in this moment. What? But that's...
Look, I don't know how much of it you remember, which clearly none, but yes, Chen is dead. The xenomorphs so rushed us, and it was too late for her.
Inadvertently. I shouldn't... I
need to... he actually kind of nudges you, Paul. I need to just walk away for a smoke real quick, alright? You can talk with them if you want. I'm gonna walk away for a sec. This is
Go ahead.
still taking it in that Shen's gone.
That's fine. I am too. Just I'll keep a watch of things here.
Bless you.
Bless
Thank you.
Thank you. And he lights a cigar and he goes off towards like the storage closet, but he's still in the room. Alex, where would you say you are? Are you kind of talking with Volkov, Kai? Do you want to also go with Paul and Sunny? Interact with any of the other NPCs? What are you thinking?
Even though I want to give Sunny a piece of my mind, I stay with Volkov and just talk to him.
Like explain what happened.
Yes.
Well, you explain what happened, and you kind of see the same thing with Volkov. He looks nervous right now. As I see. This was a mistake of coming here.
Look, we didn't expect what we were going to be signing up for. We expected just to go to the plant and figure out how to shut it down before it blows up. But we never signed up to fight off these humanoid aliens.
Right. I'll say this by just a simple look. You can tell he might be hiding some information.
Oh.
Volkov, is there something that you need to tell me?
It's nothing at all. It's nothing that concerns you, only me.
Bloody Russians.
Volkov, I am your leader, and if you're going to die like her, you better tell me what the hell's going on, because I'm losing my patience as it already is, and I'm ready to beat down an android.
Roll me a command check on him. And I'll even say
Okay.
you can add a die. And by the way, since everyone's at HQ, lower their stress by 1 again. 10 minutes have also... Actually, 2 by this point, because 10 minutes have passed by and you're at HQ.
So, 2 stress?
2 stress down.
Okay.
So I think a lot of you... I think you two just have 1 level left.
Okay.
So yeah, command
I have a
check.
kitty on my shoulder.
Aw. Good kitty.
My kitty. Just a puppy.
I managed to get 1 6.
Oh,
Okay.
Ash is gone.
Well, he didn't get any. I will say this, though. You command him to do so, and he says, "First off, you are not my leader. I do not take orders from a capitalist pig such as yourself. Then secondly, and he picks up the picture of the xenomorph once again. As I know what these creatures are. And he throws the picture down. They were at the reactor that I worked at.
Alexander just calmly stands up, faces Volkov, and then just gives him a huge knuckle sandwich. What the fucking hell? You knew these things to begin with, and you didn't tell us?
So I didn't think it was necessary to talk about. But now that there is more evidence, so now I'm open
I
about it.
thought I could trust you.
Believe me, you can. So regardless, yes, as I've seen these creatures before. They were at the reactor, the one that I overwatched. So I was tasked with finding
Overwatch.
some sort of component, medicine. That was my priority. To improve the human condition. They believed that these creatures were the key.
And they turned out to be predators beyond our belief.
You will never understand. Science has always proven that we would have to go above and beyond what we would normally have to in order to achieve greatness. You'll know that. These creatures could be the key to something far greater. When we have control, we could achieve something great. as I regret what has happened. As I regret part of my humanity that has gone because of this. But I do not regret the results and the progress that we have been making. But I promise you, as I wasn't working on humans directly. As I was only working on some of the substances, but the specimens, we have a name. They are called specimen XX121. Xenomorphs. This is another name.
Alexander just paces back and forth, and after maybe a couple minutes, he looks at Volkov. You have a choice. Either tell the others or keep it between us.
So I prefer to keep it between us. So if you are smart, that's what you are. So you will know that this is something far beyond human comprehension. This is something that we are already playing with fire. But how did your Peter Wayland put it? There were many who held us back. Prometheus, the fire of knowledge. Why not use that said knowledge? So I suggest you hold on to it. The others will never understand. And he is going to walk away from you. Now, going back to Sean and or Paul and Sonny, sorry.
Don't worry, it's good.
So, Paul, you are face to face with Sonny right now. Sonny looks understandably distraught right now.
Paul just looks at Sonny again and says, I know this is a lot to take in, but I can't deny what I saw. Everyone can't deny what we saw. I know this is very scary, but we need to get to the bottom of this. I know you don't remember, and it's possible that you might have blacked out. But
I'm an android. It doesn't make sense. I'm not supposed to black out.
I understand that, but I know that we aren't just going to get by just sitting and just reiterating it. I know for a fact that we need to get to the bottom of this at some point or another. We need to find the right people, do some detective work, and find out what exactly happened. I promise we will find out. And
I could have gotten us all killed. I got Chen killed. I'm no better than those freaks. I shouldn't even be allowed to be here to take up space.
don't say that. Believe me, I was shocked seeing what you did. And believe me, I was ready to assume the worst. But from how you've presented things to me now, it seems that this has just gotten a lot more complicated. And I know for a fact that we aren't going to find anything out if we just toss you aside, or if you compare yourselves to those things. We aren't going to get anywhere. It's not as simple as that. All I know is that we need our best tech experts to find out what exactly went on then. And I promise we will get to the bottom of this, and we will help you, Sonny. Just I just need to know if you can trust me with this.
I trust you.
Thank you.
Alex, by this point, I'll say that you walk in on their conversation.
Yes. Everyone all right?
Things
Oh,
have gotten
Jesus
a lot
Christ.
more complicated. Oh,
Fuck,
That was
hurt.
really funny. It was just like,
you okay?
Yeah, your voice got really loud for a second.
you got very
Oh my
bass boosted very suddenly, and
Like-
it was really funny.
Bass boosted.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I have no idea what's going on.
No, it wasn't you. I think it was just your tech, but holy fuck, that scared me.
That was scary, but so funny.
I am sorry.
Oh, you're good. Biggest jump
Okay.
scare, and it wasn't even a xenomorph.
Yeah, it's just Paul casually talking. That's the scariest thing in this campaign.
I'm just imagining Alex is just asking, is everyone all right? Paul just gets up into his face and just yells, good!
And so if that's canon, then Paul just like, no, wait, no. I shouldn't be like that. So basically, Alex, what we've got going on with Sunny here is a lot more complex than what you or I thought.
Sunny refuses to look at anyone.
Uh,
I'm just gonna say that
Alex?
much.
Alex?
Hello.
there.
Oh, there we are.
Well, Alex was trying to think of something to say without speaking of what Volkov said.
Okay. Sorry.
As long as we figure out what her problem is,
Yeah.
I will at least trust her. I will never forgive her for what she did back then. What she did to Chen.
Look, Alex, I know what they did is very hard to parse. Believe me, I am with you. Dad, what happened back there? God, I can't even put it in words. It's still messing with me right now, and I don't know what to say, but just from talking with Sunny and discussing, and Hayes was there too. He can vouch for me on this. When we spoke with Sunny, they said to us that they had no idea what they were doing. As though they blacked out.
Well,
I have no idea what to believe. I have no idea how or why that happened, but we can only get to the bottom of it if we have all of our best tech experts on hand to investigate this problem.
You don't have to look very far. Astra comes up from behind.
That's
That's
not
the
creepy
person
at
I
all.
wanted to see.
Well, I mean, it's not really that hard to listen in. I mean, take a look at the room. And she points to the room. It's not that big.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice it was this small.
Heard you all the way from over here. Good job, geniuses.
Duly noted.
well, it's certainly not bigger than the outside.
Very true. Very true.
Hayes just says, "Oh God, don't remind me."
And to the audience, that was a botched Doctor Who reference.
I had a feeling.
Bigger on the inside. Whoa!
What?
But anyways,
Going back to reality.
There goes gravity.
Snap back to reality. DMCA. So.
But-
There goes our license to play.
What license?
but
All right.
anyways,
Yeah. So Astra just kind of observes Sunny, and she kind of crouches over to you, Sunny, just kind of observing you. Well, based on what I was hearing, it almost sounds like they were reprogrammed in a way, or if they suffered some sort of glitch. Either one.
Really?
I'm not meant to glitch. My father made me so I wouldn't. I.
Well, hang on. Wait a second. Glitch. Wait a minute. But Sunny, did you happen to say or do or something or interact with any technology that could have triggered this?
Well, kind of. When I was being put back together.
Oh.
Maybe when we were putting them back together, it is possible that it might have triggered something to where it altered a lot of their functioning. That is a possibility.
Sunny's eye twitches.
Oh.
I can work on them while you both get some rest. Don't worry about me. And she pulls out her Game Boy looking hacking device and literally gets the cord and gets it over to Sunny.
Before she
Everyone's
gets
just
to
like,
work,
excuse me.
before she gets to work, Paul just taps Astra on the shoulder and just whispers in, just listen. Just if you need any suggestion as to where to start, I would advise checking their cranial modem. Just make sure that's likely where the issue cropped up. So I would suggest checking that first. Anything else, because the Sunny that we saw in that room is not the same Sunny sitting here right now.
Duly noted.
Thank you.
I want to pull Paul off to the side and discuss a theory.
Okay. While that happens, Astra's gonna run, of course, a couple things by you, Sunny. Do you want to resist whatever she's doing, or are you going to let it happen?
She's just gonna. Oh my god, I misgendered my own character.
Oh no.
Sunny, Sunny is going to just kind of let it happen because they're more curious, because they're super panicked internally, going what the fuck is going on?
Well, roll for Astra, just see what happens really quick. Okay, she did get 1-6. Now, she doesn't get much information. The only thing that she does know is that, yes, at some point during your construction, you very clearly went through some sort of glitch, and she is able to at least fix the actual problem, but she can't identify where it came from.
That's great.
Regardless, though, you're back to your usual self from, well, as you were before the first attack when you were disemboweled. So you have all your memories and everything still, but it's just almost, getting rid of any of the glitchy parts in your system. So I'll type out what exactly she did, and I think you can kind of put two and two together. But go to Paul and actually during all this, do you want to? Astra just kind of looks up at you as she's going through everything. Well, it's kind of hard to be really mad at you, considering that it's not exactly your fault.
But a way it is?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. Is it really your fault if you're not in control of anything around you?
Well, logistically, no, but
And there it is, logistically. Logically speaking, there are a lot of things that are beyond our control. As much as it's hard to admit that. I don't know if I believe it entirely personally, but in your case, it is beyond your control. You're not to blame.
alright. Still feel like I should be, though.
No. She
Wax them on the head, just like, stop it!
Yeah, she kind of does. Don't make me reset the
Hey.
process.
Please don't, I don't wanna... Well,
I wouldn't. No. For what it's worth, you are still pretty entertaining. Even though I don't show it. And she does smile a bit.
Sunny beams silently to themselves because that's literally the whole, like, why they were created was to entertain and to help.
Look, I'm just gonna fix you up here. I don't know what exactly you got this or where it came from, but I'll fix it up for you, and I'll find some spare parts for your legs as well.
Oh.
What?
Oh. Sunny didn't know about their legs. And they
I-
kind of look down and would go like, oh, it seems I've done a Hanson.
Yeah. Everyone's just skipping leg day, apparently.
What is leg day? A day to collect leg. Ow! Sorry, the cat bit me.
I actually really like that idea, though. That she just like accidentally pressed something on purpose to kind of give you a shock.
Is it a day? Ow!
So,
Cassio, please! I am but a little man.
all right, now we go to Paul and Alex. So yeah, Alex, you bring over Paul for something. So go ahead and act out what you want.
Okay.
So, I know that it might be a glitch in Sunny's programming, but do we absolutely know who their father was or is?
And he's never really talked about their father. All they've said is that he's their father, and that's it.
What if, and this could be a reach, what if their father programmed them to act out like that? Like, he meant for this quote-unquote glitch to happen.
I mean, as you said, it is a bit of a reach, but if Sunny's father did build them with that glitch in mind, then that would just be. I don't even want to think about it,
Rude.
but I know but why would someone who'd put that kind of glitch within their creation, like, why would they put that glitch in an android designed to entertain and treat children medically?
I don't know. Probably something like this would happen, and their father wanted to, like, either get back on weigh you or something, because if this is just among their own militia, then someone is pulling the strings from afar.
Oh. And I will say that if you're right, and if that is, and if there is someone behind the scenes doing this, I'll say this much: it's a damn sick thing to do. But do we? But other than their father, who else could have done it?
Beats me. I'm not a technician, and I don't know everyone on that station or on Nova. So your guess is good as mine. But I will say this: keep an eye on Henson, because we don't know if that virus is, no pun intended, viral.
Believe me, I have plans to discuss things over with Mr. Hanson, let me tell you.
All right. Now,
Just
oh my
keep
god.
this. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say to Alex, like, for the record, I'm sorry again.
It happened again. Sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You're good. Oh, by the way, during all this, if anyone looks over, Nissa is sleeping and Jonesy is in her lap.
Oh.
But Paul just has one last thing to say to Alex regarding Paul's plan to interrogate Hanson about a potential involvement in this. Paul just looks over to Alex and says this: "Keep this between you and me."
Trust me, I have secrets that I wish to tell, but it's for the safety of the group. But yeah, I'll keep it between you and me.
Now,
Thanks. And then Paul grabs Alex's hand and says, "Glad I have someone I can trust on this, and I'm happy to know you'll have my back should anything go awry with him."
all
And
right.
I'll have your back as well.
Thanks, man.
Awesome stuff. Now, during all of this, I'll say this much: everyone's stress is reduced by 1. Your health is also increased by 2.
Wait, does that mean I'm out of critical?
You're good, but it's just a matter of, if you want to get fully repaired, you'd have to do a shift to get like rest and everything, and get your legs back, because you and Astra are going to be working on your legs essentially. Now here's the thing: does everyone just want to sleep here at HQ, or do you guys want to go out and explore? Because if you guys rest fully, for a shift, I won't lie, it's going to turn into 19 days until the reactor explodes, but you guys will be fully healed and have everything ready.
I would say we should rest, because it was a stressful day to begin with, so we need all the rest that we can.
Okay.
I'm in agreement there.
Okay. And Sonny, you can't even go unless you do have your legs back, so...
Yeah.
You roll me a comm-tech check. Astra's going to do the same.
Me roll comtech?
Yes, because you both are going to be doing the... Actually, Astra's going to repair, because you're handcuffed still. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm still handcuffed. I forgot.
Yep. Sorry about that. Alright, Astra's going to do it then. Okay, she gets a 6. Basically what she does is she just finds some electrical wiring and tools and a couple other parts that's strung together to make legs. They're kind of hastily made, not the greatest, but they're good enough. And she also manages to find some boots to cover up a lot of the electronics there, so that way no one actually sees a lot of the wires and parts that you're using. Because, there's not exactly replacement skin. So the clothes are enough to keep it fine. So yeah, you're pretty much all set.
Yay.
A shift happens, and now 19 days until a reactor goes critical, guys. 19 days.
2319.
Yep. So by this point, I'd say it's like 8 a.m. Everyone is all caught up on food and everything, and yeah. So that's what it's looking like right now. So everyone kind of gets ready, and Sunny, you're back up and running normally from the look of it. Nothing's going on. Astra does walk up to Alex and Paul and says that, hey, it looks like Sunny will be acting like normal. Things will be okay. So long as we keep an eye on them. That's what she explains to you guys. So I'm actually going to leave it up to you two. Do you guys release Sunny?
I'll be a good boy. I'm not a boy, but I'll be good.
What are you thinking?
I think we should probably keep a tight leash on her.
Them.
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 They, them. Okay, so tight leash. Paul, what are you thinking?
Tight leash until we find out more. I still have my suspicions, and I'd prefer to wait until I can confirm or deny them. And once that time comes, then I'll be more firm.
All right. Hayes goes ahead and gets the handcuffs off Sunny. He just says, "It's your lucky day, kiddo. Looks like you're out."
Puts them in a child leash.
Oh, don't tempt me. It may just come to that. Yes, I'm suggesting that in canon.
Sonny gets put on a child leash.
Now, here comes the decision for all three of you. Since, Ash had to go, unfortunately. She was feeling very tired. Really couldn't really do first part, which is fine. Ash, hope you feel better. Even though this probably won't come out by the time you see it. But regardless, so I'm going to let you guys decide on this. You guys have your 3 Marines, and they are pretty much all set up and ready to go. They don't really have any issues. They're rocking it. They're doing pretty good. The guy with that injured arm, it's sore, but he's able to use it at least. And you, of course, have the corporal and the other guy who's a sniper. So, do you guys want to send out the Marines anywhere, or do you guys still want to hold on to them? Like on a mission for supplies or anything like that? Because now you have options. You can send them pretty much anywhere.
I don't like having rights. Choose. I had to specify.
Do you need a description
I would say
of all of them again, or?
I would say send those 3 Marines to get supplies.
Okay, now, what are you guys thinking? Because they can do more than that. They can also clear places if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Think about it. These guys are, well, to quote the movies, these guys are ultimate badasses. They're state of the art. They can go out, get supplies. They can complete missions for you guys as well. Or they can go on fucking bug hunts, clear out things, get vehicles. They can do anything. So
Why can't we send them to fix the reactor?
Sure, just 3 Marines fucking Leroy Jenkins their way. Sure.
I'm too young to know that reference.
It's
A
but yeah, legitimately,
glorious meme.
legitimately though, yeah, you guys can send them to do anything while you guys do something else. So, what are you thinking?
I'm in favor of sending them out for something, but I'm not sure what yet at this point. I'd like to hear from everyone else first.
Okay.
Sunny's just happy to be out of the cuffs and with legs again.
Well, that's kind of more out of character. Like for
Yeah,
this,
out of character.
yeah, out of character. Legitimately, what would you guys like to do? Because after that, it's bringing NPCs with you.
So, I'll say that me and Volkov would go and see if those 2 xenomorph bodies are still there after the crash. And
in the cornfield.
Yeah.
Do you want to send the Marines out there, or?
Yeah, should we send them?
Well, I would say that the Marines would try to find areas that they could clear out and gather supplies, while me and Volkov and maybe either Hayes or Kai would come with me and Volkov to investigate the body.
So you want to backtrack to the cornfield?
Yes.
Well, still, like I said, okay. Let's do it one at a time. First off, Marines. Where do you guys want to send them, if at all?
Send them to collect supplies and maybe clear out some areas we haven't explored yet.
I mean, you guys can do the cornfield, I think, like you said, if you wish. But first, let's do the Marines. So first off, actually, I'm gonna start off with Tommy. What would you like to do with the Marines?
I'd say send them off for supplies.
Where exactly? Because they need a specific location to go to.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me check the maps.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would suggest sending them to that one corridor that we didn't explore because we went straight into the hive.
Which one?
I believe it was the right corridor. Was it?
Like the right side of where your HQ is?
I'm trying to remember. I have the map up.
Because you guys have moved to like where that intercom is, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, so we're at where the intercom is.
Wait.
So.
Is that where you guys are? Hold on. No, you guys are at the bottom. Never mind.
They were at the very bottom, so yeah, if I remember correctly, we went up and the leftmost room was explored.
Yes.
But
yeah, that's where you guys found the
ones.
Marines.
Yeah, the ones on the right were the rooms on the right were not. So I would suggest maybe sending them there.
So going
That makes
through
sense because
those.
we didn't explore there.
Okay. All right. So send the Marines to explore those 2 big rooms, like with the computers and beds. Dan, what would you think?
Give me the flesh of a human so I can feel my legs.
No. I'm not gonna do that.
Hmm? What would you like the Marines to do?
I would probably say find a computer room to see if we can get any access to information about the hangar or send a distress call.
So we're going to the computer room.
Okay, Marines can definitely take care of that. So, the description is you guys got the corporal equipped with a pulse rifle and service pistol. You have another Marine who is equipped with a battle rifle, essentially a sniper rifle, and a revolver. I'm pretty sure I think he had a service pistol, but I'm just gonna say he switched it out. And he's obviously the sniper of the group. Other guy who is a private, the one who is injured. He's doing fine, like I said, but he's just going to suffer a little bit of a negation. I think it's like kind of like maybe somewhat of a broken arm, but he can still.
A big ouchie.
Yeah, he's got an ouchie, but yeah, his shoulder was a bit slashed, I think. But I think by this point, he can still somewhat use it. It's been stabilized, but that is the only issue. Regardless, though, that's pretty much what it's looking like. He's also just a standard pulse rifle and service pistol. So yeah, that's what you guys got. They are definitely okay with going in. The corporal salutes Monroe and tells them to get a move on. And they go through the door and they move on out. Marines mission is a go. That means, guess what? Marine missions can actually start, and you guys in the audience will be able to see what those look like, because that will be a separate playlist. All right. Congratulations, Friday group. You guys officially started the Marine mechanic.
Nice.
You guys can play as Marines. Anyone in the Discord server can play as the Marines from any group as well. So
Very
fuck yeah,
nice.
you guys can roleplay these guys, and that will be a separate podcast playlist to Helios. All right, so the Marines are out there. Now, in terms of where you guys want to go, that's up to you guys first, but first off, do you guys want to bring any NPCs with you? Or because remember, the rest of the group will be there, for next session. Because I think we're kind of going to wrap things up, since I feel like this is a good place to stop once you guys get everything ready.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think for NPCs? Who do you want to bring? Because you only got 4 now.
Sorry.
You got Kai Monroe, you still got Hayes, Astra, and Volkov. And your rating has actually gone down from a maximum of 17 to a maximum of 13 now.
Oof.
For defense.
I vote we leave Astra because it just the vibes my brain said leave her.
Okay.
Agreed.
Same.
Well, who would you want to bring then, if any at all?
Yeah, that leaves Hayes, Kai, and Volkov, so...
Remember, in terms of defense ratings, Astra is a 3, Volkov is a 2, Hayes is a 3, Kai is a 5. Now
Should we
that you
leave
don't
Kai?
have the Marines to assist with that, it's just straight up these guys defending the place now.
Maybe bring either Volkov or Hayes.
Well, I already said that Volkov and I are going to go to the buys in the cornfield.
Yeah, so Volkov is coming, definitively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Volkov, anyone else, or do you think that should be good for now?
Since Paul and I have weapons, so we should be good enough to defend ourselves. So we can leave Hayes and Kai in the hangar for defense.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that will leave you at a defense rating of 11. So that's still pretty good. So Astra, Kai, and Hayes will defend. All right. Volkov is with you guys. So now, in terms of where you guys plan on going, I think I'm going to leave that for whenever the rest of the group shows up for you guys to decide, because there's obviously a lot of places you can go now. Time is ticking. Things are definitely getting more intense now. First character death, or NPC death, I should say. And it was definitely a big one. So, yeah, sorry guys, this is going to be a bit of a shorter session, because a lot happened, but we'll definitely pick it up again for next week. Now, thank you all so much for coming out to listen to this, as always, and we will catch you all in the next one. Thank you all, of course, for joining me. Dan, Sean, and Tommy, love you guys, love everyone who's a part of this, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay safe, Marines. Hoorah.